cuts across the floor, tracing the outline where your suitcase used to stand. I'm sitting in the quiet of this empty room, with the nostalgia Polaroid fading in my hand. The slow R&B bassline loops a heavy groove, matching the uneven stutter in my chest. You took your keys, your clothes, and your future plans, but left a vulnerable ghost to handle all the rest. The digital clock clicks over to 4 a.m., a soft electronic texture humming through the wall. I try to mix a melody to block it out, but every single frequency just makes me feel so small. We built a sanctuary out of fragile trust, never thinking that the ceiling could just cave in. Now I'm a broken-hearted kid in the dark, wondering exactly where the damage should begin. 'Cause a broken heart remembers every single word, every quiet promise that went completely unheard. Yeah, the slow, sad pop is playing on a loop tonight, drowning out the flicker of the coming morning light. You walked away so easy, left me here to bleed, but my memory is a weapon that I didn't need, unlocking every shadow that your shadow leaves behind. A broken heart remembers everything it shouldn't find. From that summer night, we spent 3 hours talking in the diner parking lot. You swore that you would never be a runaway train, but looking back, I guess that I forgot how easily the beautiful melodies can sour, how fast a cinematic dream can start to rust. Now I'm just sampling the silence you left behind, sweeping up the pieces of our scattered dust. Oh, 'cause a broken heart remembers every single word, every quiet promise that went completely unheard. Yeah, the slow, sad pop is playing on a loop tonight, drowning out the flicker of the coming morning light. You walked away so easy, left me here to bleed, but my memory is a weapon that I didn't need, unlocking every shadow that your shadow leaves behind. A broken heart remembers everything it shouldn't find. I remember your touch, I remember your name, I remember the spark before turning to flame. Why can't I forget? Why does it stay? 'Cause a broken heart remembers every single word, every quiet promise that went completely unheard. Yeah, the slow, sad pop is playing on a loop tonight, drowning out the flicker of the coming morning light. You walked away so easy, left me here to bleed, but my memory is a weapon that I didn't need, unlocking every shadow that your shadow leaves behind. A broken heart remembers everything it shouldn't find. It remembers the music slows down, the track fades to black. The stage lights are bleeding through the midnight haze, an empty theater filled with silhouettes of us. We spent 2 long years rehearsing every line. Now the dialogue is turning into dust. I watch you standing in the wings, checking your phone, and just in the coat that I bought you last spring. The cue music starts, but my feet are glued down, terrified of what the final act will bring. The cello is crying in a low pop groove, while the synthesizer mimic how my spirit breaks. We painted our love like a Hollywood script, but forgot to edit out our worst mistakes. Your shadow looks longer under neon glare, a cinematic giant while I'm feeling so small. We're just 2 tired actors who forgot their cues, staring at the cracks along the backstage wall. So pull the spotlight down on my shaking hands, give me one last look before the imagery fades. We're running out to the moment that you leave it all. Hold me in the dark for a final refrain. Baby, kiss me one last time before the curtain falls. The audience is gone, it's just an echo chamber where the nostalgic dialogue repeats in my head. You're looking at the exit like a runaway train, leaving every single promise completely unsaid. I sample your sigh in the back of the mix, a vulnerable melody that I can't erase. I'm trapped in the slowing rhythm of your heartbeat, trying to memorize the angles of your face. So pull the spotlight down on my shaking hands. Give me one last look before the imagery fades. We're running out of time in this beautiful tragedy, left with nothing but the ghost in the colonnades. Yeah, the electronic texture is ticking away like a countdown to the moment that you leave it all. Hold me in the dark for a final refrain. Baby, kiss me one last time before the curtain falls. The house lights are coming up slow, the credits are starting to roll. You've got your hand on the door and I've got a hole in my soul. Is this where the scene has to end? Is this how we say goodbye? Don't let the music die. So pull the spotlight down on my shaking hands. Give me one last look before the imagery fades. We're running out of time in this beautiful tragedy, left with nothing but the ghosts in the colonnades. Yeah, the electronic texture is ticking away like a countdown to the moment that you leave it all. Hold me in the dark for a final refrain. Baby, kiss me one last time before the curtain falls. Before the curtain falls, the music stops. The lights go black. The digital clock glows a frozen neon blue. It's 4 a.m. and the house is completely still. I roll to the left just to reach out for your waist, but only found the shadow of a winter chill. The sheets are still wrinkled, but you used to lay like a canvas of a love that we couldn't sketch right. Now I'm breathing in the echo of your lavender mist, staring at the ceiling in the dead of the night. The heating van hums with the low pop bass, a rhythmic reminder that I'm sleeping alone. I reach for my phone just to look at old photos, back when your laughter was my favorite tone. But the screen is too bright for a broken-hearted ghost, and the nostalgic sting is getting harder to fake. We built a whole kingdom on a mattress of trust. Now I'm just an island in the mess that we making. I'm freezing on the cold side of the bed tonight, drowning in the space we used to hold me tight. Yeah, the electronic textures pulse inside my chest like a cinematic countdown to a lonely rest. You took all the warmth when you walked out the door, left me shivering alone on this hardwood floor, holding on to blankets that don't cover the pain, lost on the cold side, listening to the rain. Listening to the rain. I remember the mornings when the sun hit your face, and you'd steal all the covers with the vulnerable smile. We'd block out the world with the heavy down comforter and pretend we could stay in that haven a while. But the R&B groove in my head matching the pace of my staggering heart. It's funny how two people sharing one frame can end up a million lifetimes apart. And I'm freezing on the cold side of the bed tonight, drowning in the space where you used to hold me tight. Yeah, the electronic textures pulse inside my chest like a cinematic countdown to a lonely rest. You took all the warmth when you walked out the door, left me shivering alone on this hardwood floor, holding on to blankets that don't cover the pain, lost on the cold side, listening to the rain. Cold air, empty space, can't erase the memory of your face. I reach across the mattress, but the boundary is real. Is this how a heartbreak is supposed to feel? It's freezing. Yeah, it's freezing. Freezing on the cold side of the bed tonight, drowning in the space where you used to hold me tight. Yeah, the electronic textures pulse inside my chest like a cinematic countdown to a lonely rest. You took all the warmth when you walked out the door, left me shivering alone on this hardwood floor, holding on to blankets that don't cover the pain, lost on the cold side, listening to the rain. The cold side, where the music fades, just an empty pillow where your head used to rest. Street lamps are bleeding through the window blinds, painting prison bars across my empty floor. I keep reaching out into the open space, like my hands could magically rebuild your shore. The R&B progression loops heavy chords, a slow motion anchor pulling down my chin. I try to breathe through the nostalgic ache, but the walls are slowly starting to cave in. I left your old playlist running on the speaker, a cinematic backdrop to my quiet breakdown. Every vulnerable lyric that you used to hume is a flashing neon sign for a ghost town. The electronic texture mimics my uneven pulse, stuttering inside the hollow of my chest. I used to be the anchor in your stormy sea. Now I'm just a casualty who cannot rest, and I'm crying myself to sleep again tonight, drowning out the flicker of the morning light. Yeah, the teardrops are falling in a slow pop beat, soaking through the mattress of our cold defeat. No dramatic script, no final clever line, just a broken-hearted kid running out of time, trying to wash away the memory of your name. But the water always tastes like shame. But the water always tastes like shame. It's 4 a.m. and the silence is a weapon, cutting through the defenses that I try to build. I found a stray eyelash on your pillowcase, a fragile reminder of a dream unfulfilled. I try to close my eyes and force the screen to black, but the highlight reel of us is on a loop. I'm trapped inside the static of a sad melody, a solitary soldier retreating from the troop. And I'm crying myself to sleep again tonight, drowning out the flicker of the morning light. Yeah, the teardrops are falling in a slow pop beat, soaking through the mattress of our cold defeat. No dramatic script, no final clever line, just a broken-hearted kid running out of time, trying to wash away the memory of your name. But the water always tastes like shame. Tears on the cotton, salt on my tongue, thinking about the melodies we used to once sung. Is this how it ends? Just tears in the the dark. And I'm crying myself to sleep again tonight, drowning out the flicker of the morning light. Yeah, the teardrops are falling in a slow pop beat, soaking through the mattress of our cold defeat. No dramatic script, no final clever line, just a broken-hearted kid running out of time, trying to wash away the memory of your name. But the water always tastes like shame. Crying myself to sleep, the music fades away, just the sound of my breathing.
The storm is tapping heavy on the window pane, washing out the neon on the street below. I'm sitting on the kitchen floor with open hands, learning how to finally let the anger go. You left a lot of wreckage in this quiet room, words that cut like glass across the bedroom floor. But the static in the air is starting to clear, and I'm not looking for vengeance anymore. An R&B chord progression loops in the dark, matching the rhythm of the drops on the roof. I used to want an apology in written ink, some kind of cinematic, undeniable proof. But people break down and they make mistakes, and holding on to hatred is a heavy chain. So I'm breathing you out with the midnight mist, letting the water wash away the stain. 'Cause forgiveness sounds like rain on the pavement tonight, a soft electronic texture putting out the fight. It's a slow, sad melody that cleanses the soul, taking all the broken pieces, making them whole, yeah. The nostalgic sting is starting to fade in the quiet sanctuary that the storm has made. No more shouting over what we couldn't sustain tonight. Forgiveness sounds like rain. I remember the nights we used to scream at the sky, vulnerable targets in a war of pride. But the house is too peaceful for a battlefield now, and I've got nothing left that I need to hide. I found your old sweater in the dryer today, didn't even flinch when I smelled your scent. Just folded it up and put it away, understanding exactly where the good times went. 'Cause forgiveness sounds like rain on the pavement tonight, a soft electronic texture putting out the fight. It's a slow, sad melody that cleanses the soul, taking all the broken pieces, making them whole, yeah. The nostalgic sting is starting to fade in the quiet sanctuary that the storm has made. No more shouting over what we couldn't sustain tonight. Forgiveness sounds like rain. It washes over the driveway, it washes over my mind, leaving the cinematic tragedy completely behind. But let it wash away, I'll let it go. 'Cause forgiveness sounds like rain on the pavement tonight, a soft electronic texture putting out the fight. It's a slow, sad melody that cleanses the soul, taking all the broken pieces, making them whole, yeah. The
Cinematic neon is reflecting off the glass, the sharp reminders of a future that has turned to past. You're sitting on the edge of our velvet couch with an apology already tested in your mouth. The R&B progression keeps a heavy dragging pace, while I look for any honesty left inside your face. Don't glaze it over with a beautifully scripted line. I'd rather take the bullet than to waste more of my time. The soft electronic texture stutters low and deep, like the secrets that you promised you were going to keep. I'm tired of the fairy tales we manufacture here to buffer out the damage and to run away from fear. A vulnerable target standing naked in the dark. I'd rather let the cold air extinguish all that spark than listen to the melodies you alter just to please, while everything we used to build is dropping to its knees. Cause I don't want lies, no matter how they comfort me. I'd rather drown in truth than live in an illusionary sea. Yeah, the soul sad pop is playing while our history bleeds. Got me the ugly facts, that's all my broken spirit needs. Don't cover up the wreckage with a sweet nostalgic phrase. Don't paint a pretty picture out of our final days. Just tell me that you're leaving, look me straight inside the eyes. Cause I can take the heartbreak, but I don't want lies. I found a nostalgic note you left inside my coat a year ago, when everything was still a perfect note. But contemporary winners changed the way the singers sing, and now I'm looking closer at the cracks in everything. I sample your excuses and I put them on a loop, a melancholic melody for a solitary troop. It's a cinematic tragedy, the end of our routine. A broken-hearted realist pulling out of the machine. Cause I don't want lies, no matter how they comfort me. I'd rather drown in truth than live in an illusionary sea. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing while our history bleeds. Got me the ugly facts, that's all my broken spirit needs. Don't cover up the wreckage with a sweet nostalgic phrase. Don't paint a pretty picture out of our final days. Just tell me that you're leaving, look me straight inside the eyes. Cause I can take the heartbreak, but I don't want lies. No sugarcoating, no shifting blame. Just call it what it is and give it its name. Just give it to me straight before it gets too late. Cause I don't want lies, no matter how they comfort me. I'd rather drown in truth than live in an illusionary sea. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing while our history bleeds. Got me the ugly facts, that's all my broken spirit needs. Don't cover up the wreckage with a sweet nostalgic phrase. Don't paint a pretty picture out of our final days. Just tell me that you're leaving, look me straight inside the eyes. Cause I can take the heartbreak, but I don't want lies. I don't want lies. I don't want lies. The music slows down, the track cuts the static. The ambient static hums along the hallway, a low frequency reminder of your sudden ghost. I'm sitting on the counter where you used to laugh at the burnt edges of my morning toast. They all tell me that time will patch up the bleeding, that a year from now I barely know your name. But tonight the R&B groove is a heavy aim. maker, and every single heartbeat feels exactly the same. The cinematic neon flashes through the glass, coloring my knuckles in a bruised up blue. I'm tired of pretending that I'm doing fine, when every single lyric is a path to you. The electronic texture stutters in my headphones, a vulnerable pattern that I can't control. I used to keep my armor locked up tight and safe. Now there's nothing but a crater in my soul. So if it hurts, it hurts, I'm gonna let it bleed. No more running from the closure that I clearly need. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in the dark as I witness the destruction of our final spark. I'm not gonna fake a smile to make it look polite. I'm a broken hearted mess in the middle of the night. Let the nostalgic wave pull me underneath the dirt. If it hurts, it hurts. I found a voice note saved inside my archives from a summer afternoon we spent down by the pier. Your laughter sounded lighter than the morning breeze before the slow contemporary poison interfered. I keep trying to edit out the heavy parts, to mix a version where we didn't have to break. But the master track is broken and the tape is torn, and now I'm drowning in the choices that we had to make. So if it hurts, it hurts, I'm gonna let it bleed. No more running from the closure that I clearly need. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in the dark as I witness the destruction of our final spark. I'm not gonna fake a smile to make it look polite. I'm a broken hearted mess in the middle of the night. Let the nostalgic wave pull me underneath the dirt. If it hurts, it hurts. No more hiding, no more lies, staring at the ceiling with these heavy eyes. Let the damage show, don't tell me to let it go. So if it hurts, it hurts, I'm gonna let it bleed. No more running from the closure that I clearly need. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in the dark as I witness the destruction of our final spark. I'm not gonna fake a smile to make it look polite. I'm a broken hearted mess in the middle of the night. Let the nostalgic wave pull me underneath the dirt. If it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The music slows down, the electronic pulse fades out. The headlights are cutting through the living room walls, shadows dancing slow across the empty space. I'm counting up the arguments we had this week, trying to find a trace of your forgotten face. We used to have a million things to hold us close, a promise in the kitchen, secrets in the car. But now we're just two strangers in a crowded house, wondering exactly how we got this far. The R&B bass line is a heavy weight, dragging down the rhythm of my lonely heart. I look at you sleeping on the edge of the mattress, already practicing how to be apart. The cinematic magic that we used to feel is fading like a Polaroid left in the sun. I'm writing down a list of why I should remain, but the paper is blank and the night is done. And I'm losing the reasons to stay here tonight, watching our history burn out of sight. A soft electronic texture plays in the dark as I witness the death of our very last spark. Yeah, the nostalgic warmth is completely gone, replaced by the cold bitter threat of the dawn. I wanted to fight, wanted to make it okay, but I'm losing the reasons to stay. I remember the winter when we met in the park. You wrapped your oversized scarf around my neck. We swore that the universe was on our side. Now we're just standing on a burning wreck. Your vulnerability feels like a trap, a beautiful melody I can't afford to play, 'cause every sweet word is just a ghost from the past, and it's not enough to make me wanna delay. And I'm losing the reasons to stay here tonight, watching our history burn out of sight. A soft electronic texture plays in the dark as I witness the death of our very last spark. Yeah, the nostalgic warmth is completely gone, replaced by the cold bitter threat of the dawn. I wanted to fight, wanted to make it okay, but I'm losing the reasons to stay. We don't talk anymore, you keep locking the door. I don't know who you are, we've gone way too far. There's nothing left to hold on to, and I'm losing the reasons to stay here tonight, watching our history burn out of sight. A soft electronic texture plays in the dark as I witness the death of our very last spark. Yeah, the nostalgic warmth is completely gone, replaced by the cold bitter threat of the dawn. I wanted to fight, wanted to make it okay, but I'm losing the reasons to stay. Step is waiting. Heavy down comforter feels like a concrete slab, pinning me down against the mattress. Springs outside the window, the morning traffic hums, but I'm completely blinded what the daylight brings. The R&B bass line is looping in my headphones, a low frequency anchor in a sea of gray. I keep my eyes locked tight against the blinding sun, hoping the reality will just drift away. Cold, a cinematic monument to what we lost. We spent so many seasons building up our fire, never once stopped to calculate the cost. Now the soft electronic texture of the synth pad is the only thing keeping my chest alive. I'm just a vulnerable casualty of your goodbye, trying to figure out how I'm supposed to survive. And I'm just numb under the covers tonight, safe from the friction of the morning light. Yeah, the slow sad pop is keeping me paralyzed, holding back the tears that are welling in my eyes. No dramatic exit, no final screaming fight, just a broken-hearted shadow sinking out of sight. Let the nostalgic darkness pull me deep inside the bed, numb to the world, running loops inside my head. Numb to the world, running loops inside my head. I found a nostalgic hair tie buried in the sheets, smelling like the lavender you used to wear. It's crazy how a tiny piece of elastic string can pull a grown man down into complete despair. I pull the blankets up over my heavy face, creating a sanctuary out of the dark, trying to mute the audio of your memory and the sudden death of our very last spark. And I'm just numb under the covers tonight, safe from the friction of the morning light. Yeah, the slow sad pop is keeping me paralyzed, holding back the tears that are welling in my eyes. No dramatic exit, no final screaming fight, just a broken-hearted shadow sinking out of sight. Let the nostalgic darkness pull me deep inside the bed, numb to the world, running loops inside my head. Don't wake me up, don't turn on the light. The static is heavy, and I've lost the fight. Just let me freeze. running loops inside my head. The music slows down, the track cuts to static. Packed the dashboard light in a cardboard box, left the keys we copied by the kitchen sink. Every picture frame on the hardwood floor is a heavy wave pushing me to blink. I can hear the train from the bedroom window, screaming out your name to the neon sky. Funny how the things that we never said are the only things running through my mind. Now I'm standing in the rain with the suitcase full of memories, heavy as the concrete, breaking down the rest of me. Every single zipper holding back the history of a boy who gave you everything, lost in the debris. Yeah, it's a slow motion crash in a cinematic scene, just a broken hearted ghost in a digital dream, holding on to you, holding on to memories. Found a ticket stub from that indie film where you held my hand when the screen went dark. Now the theater's closed and the marquee's dead, like the static spark fading in the park. Got your old blue shirt resting on the top, smells like summer nights and a cheap mistake. I don't wanna look, but I can't let go off the beautiful mess that we used to make. Now I'm standing in the rain with the suitcase full of memories, heavy as the concrete, breaking down the rest of me. Every single zipper holding back the history of a boy who gave you everything, lost in the debris. Yeah, it's a slow motion crash in a cinematic scene, just a broken hearted ghost in a digital dream, holding on to you, holding on to memories. Did you pack light? Did you move on easy? Or are you stumbling through the dark trying to find me? The bass line drops like a heartbeat stopping, and the remix plays while the tears are dropping. It's a slow burn, baby, yeah, it's a slow burn. Breaking down the rest of me, every single zipper holding back the history of a boy who gave you everything, lost in the debris. Yeah, it's a slow motion crash in a cinematic scene, just a broken hearted ghost in a digital dream, holding on to you, holding on to memories. Just memories, just memories, fading in the mix. Suitcase full of memories. The cinematic glare of the television screen is painting blue illusions on the space between. I'm scrolling through the text of everything we used to say back when we didn't track the hours fading to gray. The R&B progression drops its anchors in my chest, a low frequency reminder that I haven't rested yet. I stumbled on a quote you sent about how love survives, and I whispered to the empty air inside our broken lives. The soft electric electronic texture stutters in my ears, a digital reflection of 1,000 heavy tears. You said that people drift apart to find who they can be, that sometimes letting go is how you set a spirit free. I'm sitting on the hardwood floor, staring at the wall, a vulnerable casualty who didn't wanna fall. Your logic is a bullet that I cannot dodge or fight, and the nostalgic poison is heavy tonight. And I'm whispering, that's so true, inside the dark, as I witness the destruction of our final spark. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the room as I yield myself entirely to this heavy gloom. You were right about the timing, right about the end, right about the fractures that we couldn't patch them. And I hate how your confessions always cut right to the blue. I hate that it's over, and I hate that it's so true. I found a nostalgic receipt from the diner on the hill, where you told me that a fire eventually grows chill. I argued for an hour, swore that we were built to last. Now I'm just an archivist of a cinematic past. I sample your philosophy and put it on a track, a melancholic melody that never brings you back. It's a broken-hearted routine, a slow contemporary groove, watching the reality that I can never move. And I'm whispering, that's so true, inside the dark, as I witness the destruction of our final spark. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the room as I yield myself entirely to this heavy gloom. You were right about the timing, right about the end, right about the fractures that we couldn't patch them. And I hate how your confessions always cut right to the blue. I hate that it's over, and I hate that it's so true. You said we burn out, you said we break every single prediction that you used to make. You were right all along, and now you're just a song. And I'm whispering, that's so true, inside the dark, as I witness the destruction of our final spark. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the room as I yield myself entirely to this heavy gloom. You were right about the timing, right about the end, right about the fractures that we couldn't patch them. And I hate how your confessions always cut right to the blue. I hate that it's over, and I hate that it's so true. That's so true. That's so true. The music slows down.
The taillights are fading through the midnight mist, leaving red streaks across the wet asphalt. I'm standing on the curb with my hands in my coat, trying to figure out how this was my fault. You didn't slam the door, you didn't make a scene, you just slipped away like sand through my fingers. Now the quiet apartment is a cinematic set, where the ghost of your last touch still lingers. The coffee maker's running for a single cup, an R&B bassline loop slow in the back. I keep checking my screen for a typed out excuse, but the notification display stays black. We spend months drifting out to a deep dark sea, too tired to swim, too proud to complain. Now I'm trapped in the static of a nostalgic loop, watching my reflection look
Found your silver ring by the bathroom sink, a vulnerable reminder of a better year, when our only worry was the morning sun, chasing away every midnight fear. Now I sample your silence and I put it on tracks, a melancholic melody to help me get through. It's crazy how a room can feel so damn huge when it's empty of everything, including you. And it's the last goodbye that we never said, that's ringing like an echo inside of my head. No dramatic closure, no final curtain call, just a sudden silence echoing down the hall. Yeah, the electronic textures pulse slow and deep, while I hold on to secrets that I shouldn't keep. We just ran out of pages, ran out of thread, haunted by the last goodbye we never said. No screaming matches, no slam doors, just your keys on the counter and my shoes on the floor. Did you mean to leave it open, or did you just forget to care? And it's the last goodbye that we never said, that's ringing like an echo inside of my head. No dramatic closure, no final curtain call, just a sudden silence echoing down the hall. Yeah, the electronic textures pulse slow and deep, while I hold on to secrets that I shouldn't keep. We just ran out of pages, ran out of thread, haunted by the last goodbye we never said. We never said it. The music just stopped, the track just ends. It's still sitting on the silver hook by the front door, right beside the jacket that you used to borrow. The brass is tarnished but the shape is still the same, holding on to promises we can't repeat tomorrow. I heard the floorboards creak around 3 a.m. Swore I heard the metal click inside the lock, but it was just the wind playing cinematic tricks and the heavy ticking of the kitchen clock. You took the coffee mugs and the records from the shelf, left a hollow outline where our kingdom used to stand. But you kept that little piece of metal in your pocket, like a secret weapon hiding in your hand. Do you look at it when you're unlocking your new life? Does it feel heavy when you slide it in your jeans? Or is it just a piece of junk in a crowded drawer, lost inside the static of our broken-hearted scenes? 'Cause you're walking around with the spare key you never return, to a house that isn't home anymore, just a bridge that we burn. Yeah, you still have the power to walk right inside of my mind and unlock every beautiful ghost that we left far behind. So the electronic pulses keeping time with my chest. You kept the key, but you gave up on the rest. I thought about changing the deadbolt on the frame, calling up a stranger just to lock you outside. But that would mean admitting that I'm terrified of you and all the fragile feelings that I'm trying to hide. So the silver hook stays lonely on the wall, a quiet invitation to a late night mistake. I'm a vulnerable target in a slow pop groove, just waiting for the moment that my defenses break. 'Cause you're walking around with the spare key you but you gave up on the rest. It's a nostalgic nightmare in the dark, a cinematic slow motion fall. Are you ever gonna bring it back, or do you wanna keep me waiting after all? Unlock me or let me go. Key you never return to a house that isn't home anymore, just a bridge that we burned. Yeah, you still have the power to walk right inside of my mind and unlock every beautiful ghost that we left far behind. Soft electronic pulses keeping time with my chest. You kept the key, but you gave up on the rest. The spare key you never returned still fits the lock, still hurts the same. Cinematic glare of the bathroom mirror light shows a face I'm getting sick of looking at each night. I'm pacing back and forth on the cold ceramic tile, trying to remember how to manufacture a smile. The R&B progression loops like a heavy chain, a slow motion anchor dragging through my brain. I keep replaying every single word that made you leave, caught inside a cycle where I only know how to grieve. The soft electronic texture of the refrigerator hums, a boring bassline soundtrack for when the darkness comes. I check my phone 1,000 times knowing you won't call, staring at the shadow where your coat hung in the hall. I'm a vulnerable target for my own worst mistakes, counting up the pieces of a heart that always breaks. I built a whole identity on being what you need. Now I'm just a ghost watching my own spirit bleed. And I'm just tired of myself, tired of the way I hurt, tired of digging up our history out of the dirt. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in an empty room as I lock myself inside this self-inflicted gloom. I'm sick of the nostalgic loops running through my head, sick of sleeping on the side of a lonely bed. I wanted to be stronger, but I'm falling off the shelf. Tonight I'm just so damn tired of myself. I found a voice note from a year ago today. You were laughing at the stupid things I used to say. I sound like someone else, someone full of light, before I let the heavy shadows complicate the night. I sample my own sadness and I put it on a track, a melancholic melody that never brings you back. It's a cinematic tragedy, a slow pop routine, a broken-hearted actor fading from the screen. And I'm just tired of myself, tired of the way I hurt, tired of digging up our history out of the dirt. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in an empty room as I lock myself inside this self-inflicted gloom. I'm sick of hurt. Tired of digging up our history out of the dark. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing in an empty room as I lock myself inside this self-inflicted gloom. I'm sick of the nostalgic loops running through my head, sick of sleeping on the side of a lonely bed. I want it to be stronger, but I'm falling off the shelf. Tonight I'm just so damn tired of myself. Tired of myself. Tired of myself. Tired of myself. The music slows down. Headlights sweep across the empty kitchen tiles. A silent movie playing on a loop at 3 a.m. I watched you pack your denim jacket in the dark without a single word to fix or condemn. The R&B progression loops like heavy sighing, a low-frequency anchor pulling at my chest. You move between the shadows like a silhouette, taking everything and leaving all the rest. No screaming matches shattering the picture frames, no dramatic dialogue to make the speakers blow, just the soft electronic texture of your sneakers, slipping out the entryway and letting go. The cinematic neon from the street below, eyes cast in blue, illusions on the bedroom wall. It's crazy how a kingdom built on heavy trust can just evaporate and never even fall. 'Cause you vanished out the door without a noise, leaving all our history like broken toys. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the air as I stare into the space where we used to care. No slamming wood, no bitter words to trace, just a sudden emptiness inside our space. A vulnerable ghost where your heartbeat used to be. You left without a noise, but it's deafening to me. I found a nostalgic receipt inside my drawer from that little diner where we stayed up late. We didn't know the melody was running down, or that we'd already accepted our fate. Now I'm sampling the quiet that you left behind, mixing up a track out of the open air, trying to find a frequency where it doesn't hurt to look at your pillows and see nothing there. 'Cause you vanished out the door without a noise, leaving all our history like broken toys. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the air as I stare into the space where we used to care. No slamming wood, no bitter words to trace, just the sudden emptiness inside our space. A vulnerable ghost where your heartbeat used to be. You left without a noise, but it's deafening to me. The key on the counter, the click of the latch, a beautiful fire running out of match. Not even a goodbye, just a quiet sky. 'Cause you vanished out the door without a noise, leaving all our history like broken toys. Yeah, the slow sad pop is bleeding through the air as I stare into the space where we used to care. No slamming wood, no bitter words to trace, just the sudden emptiness inside our space. A vulnerable ghost where your heartbeat used to be. You left without a noise, but it's deaf softening to me. Without a noise, the track fades down. Just the static in my head. The cinematic street lamps highlight all the dust, settling on pages that we used to trust. I'm running my fingers down the margin of the page where we drew a little heart before the turning of our age. The R&B progression drops its anchors in the dark, a slow motion rhythm built around a dying spark. I'm sitting at the desk where the story first began, replaying how the ink bled out across my hand. Across my head. The soft electronic texture mimics turning sheets, a rhythmic reminder of the ghost upon my streets. You occupy the centerpiece, the heavy middle part, the highest rated volume of my vulnerable heart. But now I'm looking at a chapter that has reached its end, nostalgic paragraph I can no longer defend. The binding is cracking and the words are turning gray as I face the bitter text of your goodbye today. And your chapter in my book is finally coming to a close, the beautiful poetry that turned to heavy prose. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing while I flip the page, watching our entire kingdom vanish from the stage. I'm a broken-hearted author with an empty pen, trying not to read the lines I'll never write again. I wanted you forever, but the structure wouldn't hold. Now it's just a tragic story that's already been told. It's already been told. Yeah, I found a nostalgia bookmark nested in the text, a ticket stub from when we didn't worry about the next. We were living in the dialogue, speaking off the cuff, before the contemporary winter made the phrasing rough. I sample your laughter from a voice note on my phone, a melancholic melody to track when I'm alone. It's an edit that I have to make to keep myself awake as I read the final sentences we had to make. And your chapter in my book is finally coming to a close, the beautiful poetry that turned to heavy prose. Yeah, the slow sad pop is playing while I flip the page, watching our entire kingdom vanish from the stage. I'm a broken-hearted author with an empty pen, trying not to read the lines I'll never write again. I wanted you forever, but the structure wouldn't hold. Now it's just a tragic story that's already been told. The ink is dry, the cover is bound, nothing left to say in the silence I found. I'm closing